Hello, Loup Power District, employees, retirees, family, and friends, and welcome to this month's edition of Canal Chronicles. As many of you know, October is Public Power Month, and what a great month to celebrate public power. And public power is really about you, the public, and all of us individually who are invested in public power. It's great that we don't answer to investors in another state, we answer to you, the people. Our board is elected by you, and we, employees, are selected by the board to represent all of us here at Loup Power District. It's great, and working with all of our partners here in Nebraska, of course in Nebraska it's all public power, it's great that we're able to bring you electricity at fair, reasonable, and very low cost prices. We work very hard at what we do on a regular basis, and that's really what brings the public into public power. So remember, public power is really about you and all of us, and let's celebrate that during the month of October. At the board meeting today, the board and management had a long discussion about a number of district water issues. First and foremost, we're in the process of putting together the non-capacity license amendment, which we've talked about previously. We've got a couple of studies to do, including a water quality certificate and an update on the effects of our proposed water flow changes to threatened and endangered species. And we're working on those with our consultant to hopefully get this filed sometime in early 2024. From there, we'll move forward and see where the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission goes from there. But it looks like hopefully sometime mid-year next year, we might get some response from FERC and then be able to move forward with finalizing everything out of our license. We've also been working with consultants on getting our end-of-year reports done per our current FERC license. Those end-of-year reports include an interior lease turn, piping plover, and roof of red knot management plan report, an invasive species report, a Loup Power Bank monitoring report, the Loup River bypass reach management plan, and our recreation report. We have to do these reports on an annual basis, although this will be the last year of the interior lease turn, piping plover, roof of red knot management plan report. We have to file a final report with FERC by mid-year 2024. Looking forward to see where FERC takes us from there, and hopefully we'll be able to be done with that report and plan and move forward with the other reports that we have to give to FERC on a regular basis. On a separate water issue, the district and many other interveners were denied standing by the Nebraska Supreme Court in the interbasin water transfer case between the Platte River and the Republican River. This was a disappointment to district management, as we thought we had a very clear case for being damaged by the water diversion. However, we will continue to monitor the case and take action as appropriate. What this means in the future is a little bit unknown at this point in time, but we will wait and see where the DNR comes with their decision before we take any additional action. So stay tuned for more information on this as things develop. As I mentioned last month, the district held 2 hearings on Public Utility Regulatory Policy Act standards that the federal government had dictated the district take under consideration. These standards were demand response practices and electric vehicle charging programs. This month, the Board of Directors adopted to modify the PURPA standards and basically continue to work with NPPD and district management to come up with different programs and pricing structures that promote demand response practices and also promote electric vehicle charging. The PURPA standard was a little strict for the district based upon where we're at in our progress right now. And so we wanted to work a little bit closer with NPPD before getting too deep into this program. We've been working a lot on this and a lot on the various standards with NPPD and have been talking to some of our customers about that, but are not ready to adopt the full PURPA standard at this point in time. At the board meeting, management began discussions with the board of directors regarding the budgeting process for 2024. District management presented to the board a pro forma of a baseline 2024 operational plan in which we looked at where our revenues and our expenses might be for the year 2024 based upon preliminary projections. We'll be working on detailed budgets, both a construction budget and an operating budget, during the next month and present that to the board in November. But the pro forma gives the board a kind of a general idea of where we will be and what we'll be looking at in 2024. As many of you know, we've seen tremendous inflationary pressures put on the district with a lot of our supplies, specifically transformer cost, meter cost, and other costs dealing with that. We saw almost 8% inflation in 2022, and we're looking at 3 to 4% inflation in 2023. Combining that with supply chain issues has really put a strain on the district's financial situation, and combined with an additional $5 million that the district expects to get from FEMA as a result of the mid-March 2019 storm event, we're sitting in a precarious position with regard to our reserve level. These are tough decisions for the board to make because although we expect to get the $4.9 million from FEMA, it's anybody's guess as to when this will come, and that can really affect the district's finances in the long term. It affects our reserve position and our days of cash position, which has fallen to some fairly low levels that we haven't seen for many years. Combine that with working on the budget and seeing some increases that we haven't seen in the past, it will really lead to some interesting discussions with the board and some hard decisions regarding rate increases for the 2024 period. In the pro forma, we included a 3% retail base rate increase for 2024. That gets us to a level that we think will be okay, but we will be working with the board over the next several months to determine exactly what that retail base rate increase will be. I would say 3% will probably be the lowest it will be, and I know that won't make a lot of people happy, but again, just like other businesses, we're seeing inflationary pressures that we haven't seen in the past. Over the past 2 years, we've seen more inflation than we've seen in the past 17, 18, 19, 20 years since I've been here at Loup Power District. And that has made things very difficult from a decision-making process as we move forward with our budgets. I'll have more information on this after the November board meeting, in which we'll make some decisions with regard to our budgets and where we will believe retail rate levels will be in 2024. As I mentioned at the beginning, October is Public Power Month, and we've celebrated with quite a few things during the past month regarding public power in this state. As many of you know, Nebraska is a 100% public power state, and it's a true testament that we all work together as companies and as individuals to promote and benefit from public power. We really believe that public power is the model that works best for all of us. And obviously what we've seen in the Loup Power District area is we have very low in economic rates, very reliable, and very customer focused on what we do. So I really like to celebrate public power. I've been involved in public power since the beginning in my career, and I really think it is a true testament for a model that works for the people and by the people. Being able to elect your representatives really means a lot, as that you have a say in what goes on in public power. So remember, October's Public Power Month. Let's celebrate it, and let's make it a great month for all of us. And with that, and as always, be happy and stay safe.